What's up, guys? JBase Phoenix here, and we're back. Just like I said, we'd be. Book plug, paperback, $20. Kindle Unlimited, free 99, minus 99, and Kindle Digital only $10, half of the paperback. But I recommend the paperback because this boy thick. This boy thick. Um, if you read it, be sure to give it a rating. You only give it a star rating. So ratings really help out. They jump the book up thousands of ranks just from one 5-star rating. If you give it a rating and review, I'll shout you out like these lovely people down here. If you want to read the first 5 chapters free, that can be found on ScribbleHub when Google wants to load. There we go. And it's also on Wattpad if you have a Wattpad account. And consider subscribing if you're not going to subscribe on Twitch. I don't blame you because I don't have emotes yet. But we do got a Patreon. If you're feeling nice and kind and generous, go ahead and join the Patreon club. We got the tiers here. I see LK is already in the stream. 6 stories at once, super bloody easy. Well, you must be British or Australian. Do Australians say bloody? I believe they do. Build one world, create 6 different pro tags in 6 different cities. Well, I meant series. Like each story has a different premise, not 60. You know what I meant. What up, Manny? Welcome back to the stream. I remember you. Welcome back. Oh wait, my head is super. There we go. That's better. So let's get into it. So we began. Good news. I got the children's book version of Descended. I got the pictures described and ready to go. I gotta work with I think really just the formatting for the text pages that's gonna be like the biggest not even issue, just the most work. Already sent my artist the first page. He's sending me. I want to show you guys the. We got it's like chibi versions. Hang on, he just sent me the finalized version of Lux. Here. Look at that. Look how adorable Lux is, bro. That's the children's version. Hope your day's going well, Minnie. Look at Lux. So cute. So that's gonna be that's gonna be like what the children's version of Descended is gonna look like. The art for it. It's gonna be like very picture book. It is a picture book. 10 pages. It's gonna be big. I think I'm gonna keep it 8.5 by 11. It might be easier to print that way. So, just some things for the In the Wind series. I had the idea to add gods of some sort, maybe, to to this world. Maybe it's not only just humans and mancers and people who manipulate the elements to use weapons and stuff. But maybe there's gods of some sort. I don't think the gods would be interactive. They'd be there to teach. Should the main cast come across them or find a way to connect with them or come into contact with them. And then, there's still a bunch of things I have to develop for this world building. I still haven't finished the main cast of characters, but it takes time. Slowly, other than sneeze, I'm slowly getting to it. It's pretty cool. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. In other news, what's going on in the other series? Not much. We kind of took a break from Disturbed Delinquents. I was gonna say Descended. Disturbed Delinquents for right now because I want to write another anti-story. It's been a minute since we visited my boy. He's definitely Anti's definitely top 5 of my favorites. Do I have a list available? Because the top 2 to 4 switch. Like my favorite stays consistent, Cryo Man, and he's in the Dark Before Dawn series. But the top 2 to 4 are constantly switching. It's between Detrius, Prince Detrius, Malos, and Anti. Anti is the guy we're about to continue the story on. The Heavenborn, the abandoned angel. When Google feels like cooperative. Really? Okay. All this to look at my favorites page. I can't even get back to my thing. Well. Oh, need all that open. Maybe not this page. This Oof. How's your day been? My day's been pretty chill. I woke up 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, 2.5 hours ago. Hasn't been much of a day. I'm much more of a night owl into morning person. I go to bed at like 8 a.m. So, how's your day been, Manny? Yeah, of course you're not responding. That's pretty evident. What's up? What's up with this? Characters. All that to open one document. I'm gonna get either a PC or just a laptop, another laptop. Maybe I'll use the PC for up here where my desk is, and then keep the laptop in my room. That'd be ideal. See, I don't need this heat. See, okay, so Cryo Man, of course, I said he stays at the top. Antithesis, okay, he's second. Malos is third. Detrius is fourth. That makes sense for who I'm feeling right now. But when I get back to writing Detrius, he might move up between Malos and Antithesis. But I think Antithesis will stay my second favorite pretty consistently. Never know what that is. Alright. Sam finished up the little story I was playing the other day. Thought, why wait until after lockdown to make a film? So I started another. Oh, that's what's up. Cool. Did you tell me what your film was about already? You look like a blacksmith, Archangel Leader says. Tess says nothing in response. I'm guessing you're here for the next task, not to say hi, right? Correct. Well, let me start with this. You might want to take a seat. Michael tells the Heavenborn. Tay looks around at the room as there are, of course, no seats. Michael realizes this. Then just brace yourself. You've already been forgiven for what you have reported to have done in the universe you come from before you even began your quest with Lucy. Unfortunately, some angels thought you should do something to prove that you're on our side, and I didn't blame them. You're not obligated to do this next task or any of the tasks we have lined up for you, but you're more than welcome to. Anti doesn't answer. He stands for Michael. Keeping the same face. Keeping the same face. In his own head about the information. My laptop is lagging too, man. Information. Michael just gave him. Me and my phone. Of course, my friend starting to text again. Shut up! I didn't. The first one was about a hive mind bacteria, which would cause people to let themselves be consumed if they were infected. Sorry, by killing themselves. Really dark strip. That one. This one is about monster killing his prey. So you're into horror. I think we talked about fear and intimidation, right? And I think you told. Really, everybody's going live right now. I think you told me about. Yeah, I think we had a conversation about fear, intimidation, that whole horror thing, and I mentioned respecting people who know how to write horror. Unplug this. It's very annoying. Okay. Accept the information you have given me. Man, I don't know how to do the double dash thing. It should automatically do it. It's not on Google. I don't know why. I am willing to. Oh, come on. Continue carrying out the task lined up for me. Finishes. Michael's tone becomes a little more serious. Make sure you know why you want to continue the task. It's not an answer you have to give anyone. Just an answer you just find an answer for yourself. The Archangel, the military, says, tells the Heavenborn. Say that. Okay. Let me catch up here. Just a short one character narrative to practice filming myself and others. I'm trying to incorporate some of my old 2D animation skills into it. That's what's up. But don't know how it'll go right now. I'm just winding down from it with a drink and Twitch. Oh, that's what's up. Raw script writing, 6 stories at a time. Wow, taking on a difficult task, my friend. I know. I appreciate it. My goal is to develop 13 series total as of right now. I'm sure there's going to be more in the future, but I have like a to-do list of the continuous things I'm currently writing. It's probably in the characters thing, even though it has no reason to be in the characters folder. Or not. It might be here. Yeah. Ross Script is now hosting you. Oh, I appreciate the host, Ross. Appreciate the host. Oh, you changed your color, maybe. Cool color. Have you read Skullduggery? Pleasant. Your writing feels vaguely similar to it. Really fun read. I haven't. I feel like that name has been mentioned on the channel before, though I may be mistaken. So we have to continue editing. This is the to-do list for as a whole to address the whole 6 stories thing. We have to continue editing the second book of Descended. And we have to continue writing Descended Beyond, which is the 8th book in the series. Continue writing Disturbed Delinquents, which is the free series that I've been writing on this stream for a little while now. Continue writing Anti's next short story, which is the thing we're currently doing. Continue writing Dark Before Dawn, Cold Feet. That's the second series I started developing. I'm on chapter 3 in that, I believe. Then continue developing the In the Wind series, which is the world building document we have open here. The thing I mentioned at the beginning about gods and the elements and all that type of thing. So that's that. I'm also writing say finish the Ascended for Kids book. I'm also writing a kids version of the Descended. It's like a bridge, but for kids. Like there's no swearing. There's really actually no dialogue. It's just description and pictures. What else am I doing? That's pretty much it. I was considering making a new power system for the In the Wind series, but I'm already trying to still figure out Disturbed Delinquents power system, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Plus, if everybody has similar powers, there's not really much need for that. I can find a way to make everybody pretty balanced. Some people have better techniques and more skills with the elements they control than others, but I feel like it'll be pretty balanced. Let's go back here. Tells the Heavenborn. What makes this similar to Skullduggery? Many, if I may ask. Text. Did I follow you, Ross? Hang on. Thought I followed you. If anybody else watching is a writer and you have a Twitch channel, let me know, and I will support you by giving you a follow. That way, you also have a chance to catch that raid when we're done streaming over here. So let me know let me know if you're a writing streamer. Military. Okay, let's continue. Anti-nods. An agreement. Well, not an agreement. Anti-nods. Michael exhales and lifts the let's say, and takes, no, not takes, grabs the hooks off the cooling table. I don't know if that's the proper technical term, but that's what we're going to call it. Off the cooling table and walks over to Anti. All right. There you go. Anti looks at the hooks and then at Michael. And Michael chuckles. New weapons. Straight from the weapon master himself. He guessed the weapon master is me. And you'd be correct. Michael jokes. Alright, hang on. Skullduggery Pleasant is sort of like detective fantasy series. The characters of magic and the roster of villains and heroes is constantly expanding. Cool. Been reading them since primary school. Excuse me. I used to nick the books from school because they were in the 6-year section and I was in year 3. Oh damn. I actually still reread them. The characters are really memorable and some of the scenes are actually quite violent and descriptive, despite being aimed at younger audiences. See? So my Descended series can be for middle schoolers, if they so choose. Because there's a lot of violence in that, and swearing, and I'm pretty sure kids read worse in middle school anyway. High school definitely. High schoolers can read it. But I'm making a kids version for the kids. For the kids. So I felt that your universe and writing was similar or reminiscent of it. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's cool. Welcome to the stream, Daddy. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. Great idea. What are you referring to? I remember seeing from the second book, which was in my primary school, where for the children. Oh yeah. Well, it was your idea, so it is a great idea. I'm just expanding on it. I'm using what you gave me. I remember seeing from the second book, which was in my primary school, where someone was stabbed about 10 times by several shadow tentacles and ripped apart in the kids' book. Well, that sounds like Goosebumps. No, it doesn't. I don't think Goosebumps was that violent, to be honest. I've read a few. I don't remember the ones I read, but yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Kids. For the future. Oh, maybe I should include some of that in the children's version of Descended 2. No, I'm not gonna do that. There's significantly a lot less characters. Like, if the characters aren't directly impacting what the short book is about, then that's, I don't know why I said about so loudly. Then, they're not going to be in that book. I'm thinking of also splitting up the origins because I kind of want the origins to still be told. So the origin books might be their own picture books in the kids' version. As far as like the arcs and the subjects go. But there's no swearing. So point is, graphic descriptions and violence is fine for kids, so long as there's no swearing. Oh, of course. PG-13 movies, people can die and get beheaded and stuff. Like, have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, I just saw the first one for my podcast, my movie podcast with my friend Evan, and I was wondering who the movie was for. I know it was PG-13, but the Disney's brand is so spread across it that first one, Curse of the Black Pearl, so violent. But it also has like slapstick comedy in it, and it's like, what the hell is your who the hell is your target audience? It confused me, but it had really funny parts in it. Johnny Depp pretty much made that movie. Don't tell me about the other ones yet, because I haven't seen them, and I'm supposed to see them for the podcast. Dead Man's Chest and At World's End. I can't wait to see what's his face, Dutchman. That's like the only thing I remember from my dad watching it. The Flying Dutchman, Squid Face. The first Pirates film was fantastic. I love it. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think it picked up in the second half. I prefer the second half of it. Like, the beginning was just more world building, so I kind of understood it. But like, second half, like, my favorite scene is like the take a walk scene where they're underwater. Bro, that was sick. And the pirates are actually pretty smart. Like, even though they acted dumb, they made smart decisions. So they're a pretty formidable force. I don't think the movie had to be 2 hours though. There's some stuff they could have cut out. Some epic scenes come in Dead Man's Chest and At World End. Okay, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. I don't want to... Iconics. No, don't say nothing else. I don't want to know anything about anything I haven't seen yet. Because then I'm looking for that. Instead of watching the movie, if I hear something about a movie or a show, then I'm looking for that to happen instead of actually focusing on what's currently happening in the show. I hate that. And I guess, technically speaking, that might not be spoilers, but it kind of is if I'm not paying attention to the movie because of that. New weapons, straight from the weapons master himself. If you guess the weapon master is me, then you'd be correct, Michael Jokes. Hands the hooks off to anti takes them, and when he does, he hooks glow and inscriptions on both of them light up. These are the hallowed hooks. What does the inscription say? Okay, we're gonna have to make up an inscription on the spot because I didn't think this might have an inscription, but inscriptions are pretty cool. Maybe something like blessed be the one that blessed be the one that wields wields these weapons weapons be the right word? In the name retribution. Let's have it be in English, but just in cursive. So let's just have anti-say the inscription. So basically, anyone like you that wields these has an extra boost. No. Magic stuff can be difficult. Basically, anyone like you that wields these has an edge over someone normal using these. Over someone using these not for retribution, since I have no reason for that. That's why they didn't go in my hands. Oh, and one more thing. Michael holds his palm out at anti, and a glowing white energy surrounds anti and the hallowed hooks. Then the energy dissipates as quickly as it was formed. Oh, sorry. I don't get some people who do want things spoiled and ruins the excitement for exactly. I don't know many people that do want things spoiled. I think we're at 66. My channel is telling me 66, so somebody must have unfollowed, but that's no worries. I just want the follower goal to be accurate. So just in case anybody new follows, I don't want to be like, oh, I'd bump up the thing for you, but we weren't actually at 67, so sorry. Like, I want everybody to have their follower thing bumped up, because if, you know what I mean, I want everybody to feel special when the thing moves up. Okay, then the energy dissipates as quickly as it was formed. So we're in the third. You guys can. Oh no, you can't. It's partially cut off. I'll move this down a little bit above my head here, with the Patreon goal. So we're in this third beat here. Michael gives Anti's new weapons, the hallowed hooks. Well, that just happened. Michael also gets rid of the daggers of deception. Oh wait, let me open the special items document, because I just added a description that wasn't originally on the items. The inscription and the glowing whatever. Well, the glowing inscription. Improvisation at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and I think I know why the notifications aren't going off. I think when I plug my mic in, for some reason I can't hear my laptop, which is why I'm guessing most YouTubers or streamers wear headphones so they can hear their laptop while also having the input thing. I'm guessing. I'm not the greatest at this just yet. I'm still learning. Hallowed Hooks, Anti's new side weapons, gifted and blessed by the Archangel leader Michael, and Anti's second task of freeing Deus in Egypt. Hooks represent his rebirth and detachment from Apotheel. They are inscribed. Let's move this here. Where's the... Oh, right here. With glowing words. Blessed be the one that wields these weapons in the name of retribution. Good old retribution. Alright. So, like I said, we're here in the document. Michael also gets rid of the daggers of deception that the other universe, Apotheel, gave Anti, adding them to his own arsenal of summonable weapons. Maybe. This was an option. I think I'm going to make it actually happen, so Michael takes the daggers of deception for himself. This could mean something good, this could mean something bad, it could mean nothing at all. But I have that option for later on, just in case I want to do something with that. Okay. There you go. I've blessed you, and I'm finally in bed, comfy time. That's what's up. Bed. I rarely look forward to going to bed, but sometimes when you don't have anything to do the next day, well, I don't know if you do, but when you don't have anything to do the next day, bed can be really comfortable. And then not having to get up, even more comfortable. I blessed you and the hooks. So now you have a connection to them that no one else in any universe has. Michael explains. Anti says nothing. Meaning, you can call them back to you from wherever or whenever you are. I'm guessing the same happened with your daggers, sword, and chain there. Michael points at the rest of Anti's arsenal. The daggers of deception, the chains of sacrifice, and the almost sword of second hand. Dimension splitter. And the chains of sacrifice. Sleep is great. I was outside when I was writing before. It was just perfect. I ended up staying there for hours in my garden. You have a garden? Oh, that's so cool. But I wouldn't want to fall asleep out there. Oh, no. Definitely not. Is it nighttime where you are, Manny? You're in the UK, right? I think. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. I think about Maybe that was somebody else. I'm sorry. Michael points to the rest of anti-arson. Yeah, 2 a.m. Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got a garden? Is it like a garden for like an apartment complex, or your house just got a garden, you just stack with your living situation? You out here? You out here living it up? Michael points at the rest. Okay, I read that. With the sword. Anti says. Unsheathing it. Michael takes it, looks it over. He nods and lightly, what is this motion? Lightly lifts it up and down, weighing it. Yep. It's my energy on it. Connected to it. Alright. Your hands. Dimension splitter. Back. Okay, hang on. Not just a row of houses that have gardens. I've not moved out of my parents' house because I'm too young. Okay. It's warm as a dim light that stays on all night and activates when it senses movement. Sky is blue even though it shouldn't be, but it's not as comfy as a bed. Of course it's not as comfy as a bed. But I know some people could fall asleep in a situation like that. It sounds really, what's the word? I should know the word, I'm a writer. Maybe blissful. Blissful. It sounds like a really cool writing situation. Writing space. More to your arsenal. Just talk to some more of the angels around this dimension. Sure they're willing to help. But first, let's talk about the mission. You're to travel to Egypt, which I can get you there. To awaken a heaven-born like you that made a deal with Apotheo before. Oh, we're here in the notes. I think it's good to keep you guys highlighted. Well, keep it highlighted as to where we are. I mean, funny story. I was writing my story before it. Originally, the monster was an invisible killer hawk, not anymore. But the protag discovers it because it started moving things when it landed on stuff. And I was writing that something across my guard. And as I was writing that, something across my garden fell over. It was so eerie. Well, when you're writing a horror story by yourself outside at 2 a.m., creepy things might happen. You know? Maybe something senses the horror vibe you're giving off. Spooky. Okay. Charlie Eden, wait, born like you, need to deal with the poppy on the floor. What happened? Happened. The best way to go about finding this is to find and get, let's just say, get into contact with the Egyptian gods. So nods. And simply begins to walk out. And begins to, let's just say, begins to walk out. Thank you for the weapons you haven't borne. Calls out. Yeah, it was a brush that someone leaned on the wall and leaned on the wall in a way that wind could knock it over. It gave my sleep-deprived body a bit of adrenaline. Huh. Spooky. Yeah. I played music when I sleep, and there was like a certain beat that was going on, and it made me think like there was knocking outside my door. Scared the hell out of me, and that woke me up real quick. But then I went back to sleep once I realized it was the music. Yeah. Thank you for the weapons that haven't been called out. Michael stops him. Wait. So it turns around. Do you want to leave those daggers? You don't have to use them. You've missed a lot of words. You don't have to them. You don't them. You don't have to use them. Anti removes the daggers. Deception from their respective sheets. He looks at them. Let's say he stares at them, deep in thought. These represent my past, to which I am no longer chained to. Heavenborn says aloud. He tosses them to the Archangel leader. He walks out. I was gonna have mentioned like a sentence. Make sure you go see Grim for your next mission. Michael calls out behind him. Archangel. Well, we can have something eerie happen here. The Archangel grasps the daggers of deception tightly. So now, Anti has switched out his daggers of deception for the hallowed hooks. Now, the daggers of deception are in his profile picture because I originally only started with the 3 weapons that Michael mentions: the Dimension Splitter, which is a sword, the daggers of deception, and the chains of sacrifice. But the daggers, they're in their sheath, and they're not really visible, and they could be mistaken for hooks. Stream's gonna end in about a minute. After that, I was looking over my shoulder and everything, even though there was a wall there, it made me a bit jumpy. Oof. Well, you made it out alright. Did that happen tonight? That happened tonight, right? You made it out alright. You're here with your boy. You're not alone. These are the daggers back here. This is a Dimension Splitter. It's sheath. Well, I guess the daggers are kind of, yeah, those are the daggers. These are the chains here. They're on both arms. It's just not visible on this arm. Whatevs. But yeah, he's up in his arsenal. Well, he kind of just changed it. He switched out the daggers for hooks. Because what protagonist do you know, or anti-hero do you know, that uses hooks as like their main weapon to fight with? Or their side weapon. So that's, I'm about to sneeze. Yep. Excuse me, sorry. So he gets rid of the daggers of deception, and then gets these hallowed hooks, which he just described. Oh, you can't see that anymore. Scroll up. And then the next weapon he gets, which will be on the next mission, which is why Michael shouted out to see Grim after this mission. He's going to get a Reaper Scythe. A Grim Reaper's Scythe. Grim has many scythes. That's not something I considered, but it makes sense. It'd be kind of cool for Grim to have different shapes and sizes of scythes. So Eternal Sleep is the one he's going to give up. But Grim's favorite, the one he's normally using, is the one called Sound Soul. Actually, this is a good point to end in the short story, because we got a break right here before we get to. Actually, Michael has to get him to Egypt. He just needs to create a portal, so I don't know why. Yeah, probably because I've been awake too long. Body clock is off. Oh, you're telling me, bro. You're telling me. I woke up at 6 p.m. today, and probably won't be going to bed till 8 a.m. Pinhead from Hellraiser has some gnarly hooks. Oh, I've actually never seen that movie. I've just seen him tear people's skin off, and it's scary. I'm kind of used to gore, but when it's done on, like, real people, when the effects are supposed to make it look like it's done on a real person, kind of F's with me. I'm fine with Mortal Kombat gore and stuff like that, because it's kind of over the top, and sometimes it's comedic, but I don't know. Horror movies, you'd expect me to be a horror movie buff if I'm like, Mortal Kombat's one of my favorite franchises, if not my favorite franchise. I think God of War is a close second, very close second, especially with that new one. Oh, I can't wait for the sequel of God of War, bro. I want to fight Thor, I want to fight the Snake, I want to fight Freya. And Odin can catch these hands too. Practical effects are so different from CG. So efficient, but CG has replaced it. Yep, that's why I don't F with the Thing. You already know. I think we talked about this. You already know. I don't F with the 1980-something version of the Thing. we have to have Michael open the portal, and let's say Heavenborn says aloud. He tosses them the Archangel leader and walks through a portal to Egypt. So we're also going to meet some of the Egyptian gods. Well, mainly just Heru, which is Horus. Horus is what his name is normally known by, but the Egyptian name for Horus is Heru. And that's what I call him in my stories. So we need to have Michael. Let's just add a line of Michael opening the portal and we'll end the stream. Thank you for your weapons. Let's have it here. Michael opens a portal to Egypt behind Anti nods and begins to walk to it. And thank you for the weapons. Heavenborn holds out. Michael stops him. Wait, as I turned around, you want to leave those daggers, you don't have to use them. Anti removes the daggers' deception, stares at them deep in thought. Their resentment past, which I am no longer chained to, the Heavenborn says aloud. He tosses them to the Archangel leader and walks through the portal to Egypt. Make sure you go see Grimm for your next mission, Michael calls out behind him. The portal closes, and the Archangel grasps the daggers of deception tightly. You totally love all David Cronenberg films. Absolutely no practical effects there. I've watched Rick and Morty. I know about the Cronenberg stuff. Also, The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, that was gross. Just body horror, bro. I don't get it. I don't like it. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna end the stream. We got, how far did we get? We did a few pages. You might want to take a seat. Okay, so we did like a page yesterday. More than welcome to. So we got we got about 2.25 pages done today. That's what's up. I'm happy whenever we do more than a page a stream. And it wasn't just me writing the entire time, so I never feel pressured to do more than a page. But yes, some nasty scenes coming from no. You can keep those scenes if you want, Manny. I'm straight. I'm good. So we will probably continue the story next time. We're trucking along in this. We're already on Tales Grimm. We're already on beat 6. We're more than halfway through the story. We're right here. So next time, Michael opens a portal and transports Anti to Egypt to a summoning circle. Anti tries to figure out how to call forth the Egyptian gods by doing some sort of elaborate summoning ritual. But the two Egyptian demigods, Ket and Khalid, I will show them next time. Well, I've only drawn Ket, so you'll see her next time. And her brother Khalid show up and stop Anti from continuing, showing there's a simpler way, like a door of some sort. So he's over there cutting his hands and putting blood out to summon the Egyptian gods, and they're just like, bro, did you not? Like, that's essentially what they're going to do. But yeah, have a good night, pal. Good chill stream to end off mine. I'm going to see how long it takes for me to fall asleep. Now, that's what's up, man. Glad I could help you night. Thank you for chilling in chat with me today. It's definitely easier to talk when there's peoples. So I appreciate you chilling with me in stream today. Bro, can you knock on my phone to wish I'm here? Alright, so shouts out to you, May, in chat. Shouts out to LK, Raw Script Writing, and Daddy in chat today. I will see everybody. Tomorrow's Thursday. We don't stream Friday, but we will be streaming again tomorrow, 8 to 9 p.m. We'll be continuing the story. Pretty simple. I'm getting the children's book. Oh, I gotta listen to the audio book. Gosh. I gotta listen to the audio book my narrator sent back. I'm probably gonna be listening to that throughout the night. I gotta catch up. I gotta respond. But an audiobook for The Descended coming soon in case you don't want to actually flip through the pages. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's on my shelf. I'm going to read it later. I don't believe them. They bought the book, which is cool, but like I'm not getting much feedback on it, so I'm going to try and make it easier for people. So thank you guys so much for watching. Plugs. We got a Patreon. If you don't want to subscribe on Twitch, consider supporting your boy on Patreon. $5, $10, $25 tiers. And you get perks. On Twitch, if you subscribe, there's really not much for you. Because I don't have emotes yet, and I apologize for that. I need to find somebody that does emotes. But, Patreon. I have a Patreon. If you want to read the first 5 chapters of Descended Awakening, that is on. Alright, see you later, man. You have a good night. Good night, sleep. First 5 chapters of Descended Awakening on ScribbleHub and Wattpad if you want to read those free. And buy Descended Awakening out now on Amazon. Paperback is $20. Kindle Unlimited free $99 minus $99. Kindle Digital $10. Make sure you give it a rating and or review. And I'll shout you out. If you give it a review, I'll shout you out like the people down here. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this is J-Base Phoenix. Once again, wait, let me see if anybody I know is live. Itachi's live. We'll raid Itachi. Got a couple people. Let's do this. He's been live for a while, I think. Alright, the raid button's counting down. Thank you guys so much for watching J-Base Phoenix. Once again, signing off.